I've tried to show her Batushka already. Although it may have been like a weird thing because one of the first conversation things I had with her was like, "Do you listen to black metal?" Which I'm like, "Oh no." Looking back, that's not good.
Wow.
Abort.
A way to show your white supremacy right there. Immediately.
Black metal is the whitest genre.
It really is. Also, white metal is also the whitest genre.
Yeah.
But
it's not even a real thing. Anyway, continue.
Christian black metal shouldn't be a thing, but it is.
I mean, it's no different than regular black metal. Like musically, it's just
true.
It's just I would say less cringy lyrics. Unless if you're Horde, which is the very first one, but I also just think titles like Invert the Inverted Cross are funny. Kind of a sick riff though, too. Like it's not
actually
a bad track.
I don't know. I kind of Invert the Inverted Cross. I don't know. I kind of like that title for some reason.
It's not bad, right?
Still dumb.
I haven't really called them anything. I asked if she wanted to go get food, and then asked if she wanted to go to the Children's Museum. That one fell through. Yeah. But anyway, this isn't a dating podcast. This is the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I'm but I am, of course, joined by Mitchell Wade.
I hate your cold opens. I hate them. Casual conversation, and then you just do this to me.
Well, I've been recording like our backlog for the last 30 minutes, so
I mean that's totally fair. I'm on measure 779 currently.
I'm on measure 803.
Ooh, look at him recording further than I am, and probably 120 BPM at 4.4.
Correct.
Way to be Prague, you loser.
Indeed. Mitchell, how's it going?
I still have a heart condition, if anyone was curious.
I may also have a heart condition, but
you may also have a heart condition. It is not diagnosed. You are correct.
Yeah, I don't know what my pronunciation is today. Granted, we are recording way later than we have recently. Oh, man. So,
not my fault this time. Well, kind of.
It's both of our faults. I left work early today because I was like, because my feet were killing me just from all the walking I did. I was like, I'm going to leave at 3. I'm going to go donate plasma. And then my friend Taylor and I are going to go grab a bite to eat. And then I'm going to come back and record.
Ooh, hold on. Did you guys go to Texas Roadhouse?
No.
Texas Roadhouse sponsor us. Ethan, biggest fan.
Yes, also, we went to yes.
Also,
we went to
you have killer margaritas, so
they do have really good. The Kenny's cooler is dangerous, dude. That is a dangerous drink.
It was all right, but I refuse to support Kenny Chesney in drink form.
Here's the problem, though. If he has a drink, like if he gets a cut from Texas Roadhouse, he probably gets a cut regardless for being partnered with them. Instead, not fair. Just the drink.
That's fair. But where's my Akerfeldt Appletini?
Maybe we could open a metal version of Texas Roadhouse. I have no idea what it would be called.
Uh-huh.
And we are also not chefs.
Actually, hey, fuck off. I wanted to at least be a chef and have worked in kitchens.
Can you make a better steak than Texas Roadhouse? Or at least on par?
Potentially. I can make a really good steak.
I don't believe you. I need you to cook one for me.
You buy me all the ingredients and I will.
That's actually not a bad plan. Because then I might be able to come and see Succotash.
Ah, shit. No one's allowed in my house. The cat is mine.
What about Sabbath?
He is also mine, but he's more of a whore when it comes to his love.
My cat's been a big baby recently.
Well, that's because he's Woody, and he is a big baby.
He's just been so affectionate And I'm like, dude, I've been sitting down for 2 minutes and you're already like half asleep in my lap. What's wrong with you?
So good. Let's see what else in my life. I got the new At the Gates album.
Mm-hmm. How is it?
It is fantastic. Stylized vocals, so good.
Uh-huh.
So good.
You don't like those vocals. I just don't believe you.
I really do. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's the fact that maybe when I actually first heard
You're
At the
blind
Gates...
fanboy?
Okay, let me finish. When I first heard At the Gates, enjoy them, was at war with reality. So I didn't actually listen to Slaughter of the Soul first, or any of their older material. I don't know. There's I definitely can get where people are coming at when it says it's blown out, and by all means, it probably is. But I don't know. To me, they sound like they fit most of the time, and they don't sound awful. And I don't know if I would feel that way if other bands did the same exact sound, or if it is just At the Gates. I don't know. But I really like the album. There's a saxophone on it. They do a lot of orchestration. It's a bit proggier mellow death.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sounded good. The only track I didn't like, I think, was the 9th one, which had a lot of spoken word on it, and fuck that. But otherwise, I was like, yeah, this is a great album.
Do you know the singer's name off the top of your head? Nah, it's okay.
No.
At the Gates. I'm comparing some ages between people real quick. Oh, Tomas Lindberg.
Lindberg. I always want to say Lindman, but that's fucking Rammstein.
He's a rough 48. I gotta say.
Ooh. I thought he was older than... Ooh.
That is a rough 48.
Teaching has not been kind to him.
But I was going to compare his vocals to... And I thought he was older than Corpse Grinder, but Corpse Grinder's 51. They've both been going for about the same amount of time, and Corpse Grinder has not lost his... screaming voice. Now his speaking voice is pretty messed up, so
I mean, whatever.
He's been on so many records though.
What, Thomas?
Yeah, I'm looking through his Wikipedia.
I mean, does that really surprise you, the lead singer of At the Gates being on a lot of records?
Not in particular, but it's like some of them are, you know, what you would expect, guest spots. But like, here's like a band called Lock Up with the album Necropolis Transparent from 2011. Is he just on this record? Yeah. Tomas Lindberg lead vocals on this record. Then you got the guy from Carcass and the guy from Hypocrisy. I don't know. That's it's a Death Grind record?
Hey.
Huh. I might actually have to look at that.
What was that band called?
They're called Lock Up, and the album is Necropolis Transparent.
Let's just see if it's blown out vocals.
This is about 10 years ago. Yeah. It was actually released July 1st, 2011.
Wow, they just start. There is no intro. It's just shotgun blast to the face.
Is it decent?
I don't know. I'm not digging it, but it's also Death Grind, so...
Hold on, yeah, why am I not looking this up? Lock Up. No, not Dio.
I do like me some Dio, though.
This is not who we're... Necropolis Transparent is their most popular release. Brethren of the Pentagram, let's go. Yes.
He sounds better on At the Gates.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not as bad as it is in their new At the Gates record, but it has that feeling to it.
It sounds so much better on their new record.
I'm gonna have to listen to. Oh, he's actually on their 2002 album too. 1 second. Hate breeds suffering. Feeding on the opiate. Let's go. Ooh. It's definitely better. It's different than At the Gates, but he probably wanted to change up his vocals a little bit. It's interesting. I've just never heard of other bands he's been in, so I mean that's kind of cool. Like he was in a band previous to At the Gates called Grotesque.
Gross.
I doubt that this is going to be on Spotify because I'm going to try it. I'm gonna grotesque. No, not the Dying Fetus album. Yeah, they might actually be on here. Hold on. In the Embrace of Evil. No, this is a different band named Grotesque. Who would have thought there was more than one metal band called Grotesque? Yeah, I don't think they're on here. But on this particular band, he went as Goat Spell instead of Tomas Lindberg. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, what would you give the old New at the Gates record?
4 out of 5. 8 out of 10.
Wait, isn't Per Nordgren like also well known? No, he's not. He doesn't have a page. I'll probably listen to it at some point. I just have not liked the vocals on the singles, and if I don't like the vocals to something, it really impacts my ability to listen to it. So,
see, the vocals don't hang me up enough to not like everything about it, because the instrumentation is...
I agree that the instrumentation has sounded really, really good, but I'm a snob, so...
but that's my job.
I'm a snob of different variety.
Yes, the lame variety, you're right.
Boo. I'm a vocal snob because I somewhat know what I'm talking about, unless if I'm trying to write clean vocals, and then I'm stupid. So
you're good at growling.
I will say I am decent at growling and screaming. I would not say that I am great, but I am definitely competent. Yeah, I haven't really listened. I mean, I have been listening to a lot of new music, but nothing new. I have heard that there's a lot of bands coming out with new music.
Rivers of Nile,
that's who I was getting stuck on. But apparently you didn't really like their new single.
I thought it was hot garbage. Number one, most importantly, there was no saxophone. That's actually not my main hang-up.
I know.
But I would dig more sax. It did make that album very unique. No, I thought the vocals were kind of garbage. The lyrics were horrid. And not like in the grotesque way. They were just bad.
Interesting. Rivers of Nile.
Like the first
song is called Clean.
And I overall just found it kind of boring. I didn't like the guitar tone. Maybe it'll make more sense in the context of the album, but like...
It's possible. The new Gojira record definitely had a song or two that was like that.
But like, I mean, the first thing he says once I get there is, "I want your money."
That is a Megadeth lyric. almost actually, the Train of Consequences. "I'm doing you a favor as I'm taking all your money."
Yeah.
I want your money.
And like, just everything in this song is kind of boring. As a single, this does not hype me up for the album. At least like when Gojira released, Another World, I was like, yeah, okay, this is kind of good. It's just magma. But then they released, God, what was that second one that everyone fucking loved?
We Were Born for One Thing. Born for One Thing.
Yeah, Born for One Thing. And I was like, hell yeah. And then they released the other two, and I was like, wait a minute, no, go back.
No, go back. I said the real Gojira.
Otherwise, yeah, Rivers of Nile is the only other band that I was waiting for new material from in terms of singles. And yeah, that was very disheartening. I'm digging at the gates. I do get where people are coming from with the vocals. It just doesn't bother me. But I do hear it. It's not like I'm like, ooh, stylized. No,
man, he sounds the exact same. He sounds exactly the same as he did.
It's like saying Mikael Akerfeldt still sounds good live when it comes to growls.
Rip.
It's rough. It's rough sometimes. You can hear it in the Red Rocks DVD. I hate saying that, but it's true. And maybe that's one of the reasons he stopped doing growls on records, among the fact that he's just allowed to do that because it's his music.
Fair.
But yeah, I like Mikael Akerfeldt. I still enjoy the death metal songs they do live. but he doesn't always sound the best. I think his highs sound a bit better than his lows, honestly. But like Demon of the Fall, Red Rock, if I remember correctly, that was really good. It was either that or Ghost of Perdition. One of those two songs, he sounded actually very good, growling. So I don't know. Just don't think he probably, just like a lot of early 90s death metal bands, the technique hadn't been like solid yet. And you didn't have the one DVD that like saved everybody. Chris Barnes always sounded garbage. But so I'm sure a lot of people really did some damage on their voices back then.
That's why I'm surprised Corpse Grinder still sounds as good as he does on albums and live.
Well, maybe he just had the technique down. Who knows?
Yeah, except for the fact that his voice kind of sounds bad when he's talking. But I get that.
Well, does he smoke?
I don't know. I think
if
he
smokes,
drinks, but I don't know about.
Drinking can affect that. So yeah. Otherwise, we wanting to do news now or news later?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Up top, there have been a couple of big deaths, unfortunately, in the world of metal music. Today is currently Tuesday, the 27th of July. So it just came out today that former drummer of Slipknot, Joey Jordison, has apparently passed away in his sleep. He died at the age of 46. His family has not given any other information about his death other than that he apparently passed in his sleep. People are speculating that it may have had something to do with the MS that he had, but apparently that he was completely healed from what it wasn't. It was something that had to do with his spine, so he had issues with his feet, and that's why apparently he was let go from Slipknot, but apparently he was completely healed in 2018, so it's all kind of just speculation right now. But of course, rest in peace to Joey Jordison. I was a big Slipknot fan back in the day. I don't listen to a lot of Slipknot anymore, but you know, their music had a pretty big influence on me. I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast if I didn't really get into Slipknot, because they were kind of my gateway into some heavier music. So rest in peace to Joey Jordison. Also, the singer of the band Metal Church, Mike Howe, has died as well at the age of 55. I do not see any explanations. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about his death either, but also rest in peace to Metal Church's Mike Howe. So, hey guys, this is Ethan. I'm currently editing the show that's going to go up on Wednesday, the 4th. As long as everything goes well. It's been confirmed that Mike actually took his own life, and that information just had not come out when we were recording. So I wanted to update you guys on that. Back to the show. It's always a bummer when big names in the scene die. So rest in peace to those two. Outside of that, Mitchell, did you see that Mikael Akerfeldt is working on music for a Netflix show?
I did indeed. And you know why I saw that?
Because I tagged you in it?
Exactly.
Did you want to talk about it?
He's working on music in a Netflix series. I didn't read the article.
You didn't read the article. Apparently, it's for a crime drama, Jesus, called Clark, and it's actually starring Bill Skarsgård, who was most recently in It. He was Pennywise the Clown. And it's interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to that. But he apparently has not worked on any Opeth during the pandemic either, so...
Gross.
That is a
Mikael Akerfeldt, what the fuck you doing, boy?
Apparently he was in Bathory? No, he was talking about somebody else.
Okay, I was like,
The Opeth band leader said, in a way, I don't want to come across as insensitive, but the pandemic hit at a good time for me. Work-wise, because I've been offered to do a film score, basically for a series. The director is Jonas Åkerlund, who's mostly known for making music videos for Madonna and Lady Gaga. He has a past in heavy metal. He was in the band Bathory. Okay.
Wow, that's kind of fucking hilarious.
People, they ask, will the music sound like Opeth? He says, in the beginning, I didn't want to do much vocals, but I've subsequently done some vocals. He further explained of his solo Clark soundtrack work. They sent me the script and I read through it, but he basically told me just write the music like you normally do, and that's what I did. Only shorter pieces, like 3-minute pieces. You don't want to spend time working on a 20-minute piece, and then he goes, that sucks, so I'm just doing shorter things. So he says it's been really fun. And some of the stuff is not very very Opeth-y, but he says some of the things that may not be used may end up being used in Opeth. So that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool.
That is pretty rad.
Did you see some John Schaefer news?
John Schaefer. Why does that sound familiar?
Iced Earth.
Oh, yeah. He was whining and bitching.
He claims he received death threats and was assaulted with feces and urine while in jail. Good.
Okay. Good. Don't be dumb.
Megadeth has announced the title for their next record, including a small clip on a cameo that Dave Mustaine did. The album is called The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. I don't really know how to feel about that title, and I could barely hear the music in the background of the cameo video, so I wanted to give my opinion on it, but I can't. So I'm semi-interested in how the new Megadeth album will sound, mainly because, I mean, didn't Dave have a battle with throat cancer recently?
He did.
Yeah, so I'm curious on how that's going to impact the music. It's obviously, great on Dave that he's healed as well. I listened to, I think I actually bought Dystopia on CD. I didn't pre-order it or anything, but I think I found it in Walmart or something in the $5 bin, and I picked it up. It was okay. It wasn't like the best thing I've ever heard, but it was better than Repentless by Slayer. So that's basically the bar for the big four. So I'll listen to new Megadeth.
Just as a tie-in, the album for Rivers of Nile, the new one, is called The Work.
Oh, right. Yeah. The Work.
Yeah.
I really do hope that the next... I haven't heard the single, so I can't give my opinion on it. At this time,
but really don't. How much of a fanboy I am for where I'll know my name.
I still haven't finished that record.
I wonder what Ethan's record of the day will be.
Please don't give me something I've listened to most of already.
Finish it then. Finish it, and you won't get it. I'll probably
finish it. Anyway, yeah, so that's Megadeth news. I had a list, but I don't care, really. Today is also Today is also, I think, the 37th anniversary of Ride the Lightning dropping, so that's kind of cool. The list was just like 10 things that only super fans know about Ride the Lightning, and I scrolled through it, and I was like, I actually knew some of these, but also, like, I don't care.
Man, I can't wait until they drop a Ride the Lightning cover album.
Holy crap. Mitchell, I found a list.
Well, at least it's not Corey Taylor news, unless it's a Corey Taylor list. Is it a Corey Taylor list?
It's not. It has to do with Metallica.
I don't care either way.
Metallica, all of their songs ranked.
I don't even know all of Metallica's songs.
This list is already trash.
Good. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. I'm
actually kind of mad.
Good.
I've scrolled through like the first 10. So there's 115 songs.
Oh my God.
It took till 106 to have a Saint Anger song. They say the worst song in Metallica's catalog is Suicide and Redemption from Death Magnetic.
What?
It's not
I'm
great.
sorry, where's all the Lulus?
I don't think they count Lulu. I mean, I'm going to scroll real quick. No, they don't. It's because that was technically a Lou Reed record.
Okay.
But like, Suicide and Redemption isn't great, but it's not their worst song. I think their worst song is I Disappear.
Now the question is, what's number one?
What? No. I look, first of all, okay, I guess that does count because it's never been on any actual. They included an S&M track, but it's one of the ones that have never been on an actual album. So I typed in I Disappear, see where it popped up. 26th. That song is garbage. Who wrote this list? I just want to talk.
He doesn't want to just talk. He's lying.
I just want to talk. It's gonna be puppet. No, it's not puppets.
Come on.
That's an interesting take. Damage Inc.
Weird. Okay.
It's a great song. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great song. I feel like I have to make a video on this list.
Do it.
Or I need to send it to Fantano. One of the two.
Do both. Make a video with Fantano.
Fantano will not make a video with me. Where does the title track of Saint Anger list end up? Okay. All right. Well, apparently it's just not on this list.
So they didn't even use every Metallica song.
No, it's because I didn't put the period after Saint Anger. Please. 53rd. I actually do like that song, so it's not bad, but I don't know, man. I need to get like somebody that's actually a huge Metallica fan to react to this with me.
That is definitely not me.
I'm just kind of mad. I'm gonna save this stupid.
Mad, scrub.
I'm gonna save this stupid list, and I'm gonna find somebody. And we're gonna rant about this stupid list.
You should get our friend Savannah to do it with you.
If I can get her to listen to the entire discography of Metallica, sure.
You mean the entire genre?
Yes, the entire genre. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ride the Lightning came out a while ago today. That's cool. I have 2 more Metallica related things. Metallica's 3 latest albums get corresponding jigsaw puzzles. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to get one. I kind of want to get the Saint Anger one.
My God, what's the other news?
Yeah. Kirk Hammett, hints at Metallica's future, says band hasn't really peaked.
That's not good coming from him. That's like St. Lars saying that.
That's an insult. I think that's an insult to Kirk. I don't think Kirk's as bad as Lars. And if it was James saying it, I'd probably believe it because Papa Het knows music. There was something of him that he's like, I write lyrics when I'm happy and riffs. No, I write riffs when I'm happy and lyrics when I'm sad.
When I'm emotional.
Emotional, right. I just don't think you can hate James Hetfield. I think James is just one of those guys in the scene. I'm sure there's somebody that hates James Hetfield and gonna get like spam email. James Hetfield's a piece of garbage. Hasn't written anything
some guy's
good.
Already going to review our podcast.
Oh right, yeah. Jesus, I haven't checked to see if any reviews have come through. There was this dude that was commenting like dumb stuff. I don't remember his name, and quite frankly, he doesn't matter. Complaining about like SJW leftist propaganda, and I just laugh-reacted it because those people are stupid. And
which
apparently they are. And we've taught it was about cancel culture. And if you're a long-time listener of the show, if you've listened to the show in the past year, we have discussed the whole thing of cancel culture before, where it's basically just another name for outrage culture, which has always existed, and people are dumb if they're falling for it. Now, dude found a public post I made basically saying, hey, if you like the show, please go and rate us on Apple Podcasts so that way the algorithm can do its algorithm things. Dude just said bet or whatever, or deal or something. And then he blocked me. And I was just trying to remember. I was like, where did this guy come from? Because I don't really remember. And then somebody liked the post that I shared. And I was like, oh, right. It was in the comments of this. So I'm expecting some dude to try and tank our review scores on Apple Podcasts, even though we only get like 4 listens on that. Basically, our website and Spotify are 2 of the main listens. I don't know. People are stupid.
He's kind of trying to do cancel culture. That's a real SJW move, my man.
Yeah. What a snowflake. Who's messaging me? Stop messaging me. Kirk Hammett says the band hasn't peaked. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hope they haven't, ? But I'll be surprised if they haven't. So,
hey, guess what? We got a 5-star rating.
Yeah, he hasn't gone anywhere yet. I don't think ratings. I think ratings take like a few days. But
damn,
either that or he rated on the Facebook page and I can't see it because he blocked me. But I assume that you would have reacted if you got a notification about it. And I feel like I would have got a notification about it too. I just wouldn't have been able to see it.
I didn't know people could rate on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
We have
you can
any?
leave reviews.
Oh, reviews. Oh, man. 0 out of 5 stars based on opinion of 0 people. You're right. He doesn't matter.
I hope he listens to this episode. Anyway, okay, I only have a couple more music-related things. Iron Maiden dropped a new song. Heavy Metal Legends Iron Maiden dropped a song on my birthday, actually, July 15th. Woo. The song's called Riding on the Wall. It's fine. My opinion of Bruce Dickinson's vocals are pretty much the same as it was for Book of Souls, their last record. He just sounds like he's kind of struggling to hit the notes. He's definitely in a lower register, and I can't blame him. He's getting old. It's kind of the same thing as Thomas from At the Gates. I still think he's a rough 48, though. The Writing on the Wall had a little bit of a southern flair to it, especially in the beginning. It had like kind of that old country groove, which I actually really enjoyed. And the vocals were okay. Nothing to write home about. Overall, I'd say the song is worth a listen. It doesn't make me super excited for new material, really. But they're just kind of a legendary band, so I'm going to check them out whenever they drop music. And I listened to the new Bullet for My Valentine song. It's good, I guess. It's actually fairly heavy. Lyrics are a bit edgy, but otherwise, like, there's some cool riffage. The drums are pretty heavy as well. And the vocalist sounds like he's actually screaming pretty, hard out, versus earlier material. I don't know. Bullet for My Valentine's Parasite was pretty decent. Better than their last song, which I think I also tried listening to, and it was just okay. I don't know. I think the new Bullet for My Valentine gets a thumbs up from me.
I have no opinion.
That is all of my music news. Do you have any other music news?
Music. No. But video game. Yes.
I'll let you tackle that.
Hell yeah, brother. Basically, EA decided to make Mitchell a very happy boy.
And why is that?
They are re-releasing Dead Space, and it looks horrifying, which is great. And what's even better is a lot of people were like, oh, but Visceral Studios isn't working on it. And that is true. However, one of the co-directors, I believe, is helping. So he's overseeing the entire project, and he even said he was excited. So fuck yeah. Can't wait to shit my pants. I fucking love Dead Space. It's one of the best horror games out there. Fucking fight me.
I really need to, at this point, I might as well just wait for the remake, but I want to play Dead Space. I played a little bit of Dead Space 2 back when I first started my gaming channel, and I was spooked. I was pretty spooked.
Dead Space 2, very good. Dead Space 1, I always enjoyed it because, I don't know, spoiler alert, you're going insane throughout the entire game, and they did a really cool, which, you kind of knew that if you already played Dead Space 2. Mm-hmm. Except in Dead Space 2, you're already insane. But in Dead Space 1, you start out and you get on the Ishimura and everything's quiet. And what they did with the sound design is each level, you progressively start hearing more things that are not actual things. So it's by the 5th or 6th level, you're hearing whispers just randomly. Mm-hmm. Versus at the very beginning, all you're hearing is ship noise. And it really puts you on edge. The sound design in that game is absolutely fantastic. And I played the ever-living shit out of that game. I think I beat it 7 or 8 times. So it is one of my favorite games of all time. Dead Space 2, I have actually only beaten once. I did a second playthrough, but I never finished it, and I don't know why. I think another game came out that I was more excited for.
Yeah, I haven't even checked the trailer for the new Dead Space yet.
It's not spectacular in terms of it's not gameplay or anything. It's just kind of ooh, look, there's a necromorph. Ooh, look, there's Isaac. That's it.
Isaac, you say? The Binding of?
You know what? I'm really surprised that they didn't try to get a little Isaac Clarke sprite in The Binding of Isaac.
I'm not, because
You're
Edmund
right.
McMillan
EA.
only has so much money.
You're right. Fair.
It's probably a mod.
Probably, because let me tell you, Isaac Clarke does not have a good life, and he has every reason to cry tears that are weaponized.
I love describing Isaac to people.
What else? I guess fuck the Nintendo Switch. Why would you get a Switch when you can get a Steam Deck?
Oh, I didn't even have that pulled up.
The Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm. The real Switch Pro.
The real Switch Pro. So yeah, if no one knew, I don't know why you wouldn't. Valve announced that they are making a handheld computer console that is Steam handheld, and you can play games on it. However, like, I don't know how good it's actually going to be. Like, am I going to be able to play the newest Metro game on like 4K resolution with ray tracing? Probably not. Probably not.
I haven't, to be fair, I have not looked at the specs yet, but apparently they're aiming for at least consistent 30 FPS, which is, I mean,
trash.
It's not trash. It's basically the minimum.
If you're not hitting 120 FPS, you're not a real gamer.
Blow me. The 30 FPS is... we all grew up at 30 FPS. Remember where you came from.
30 FPS is fine. Anything below 30 is garbage, and that's actually science.
Yes, that is... yeah, when you start getting jittery, that starts having some issues.
For anyone that didn't know, the human eye can only process 30 frames per second. Or I guess technically it's the brain. And that's why 30 FPS is fine, but everything else looks smoother and smoother as you keep going up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why you can also notice jitteriness, anything below 30.
Yeah. Human eyes are weird. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it. And I if I'm remembering correctly, it's not only locked to Steam. Like, it's basically a portable computer. We used to call those laptops.
We used to call them laptops. And then tablets.
You can apparently play Epic Store and Origin on it, too, as well as, like, emulating stuff. It's, it's basically just a PC. Or is it Linux? I don't remember.
It's PC. Mm-hmm. It should be PC. Crap, now I don't know if it's Linux or Windows. It could also be Valve's own OS. No, because it would have to be Windows because it's
capable of supporting so many things.
A bunch of games, yeah. I mean, it could be Linux running with a Windows code, but that just seems like a lot of unnecessary processing power.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I did like the meme that says the Switch, the new Switch versus the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck can play League of Legends. The Switch can't, so the Switch is better.
That is fair. League of Legends is garbage.
There's a new Pokemon MOBA, and apparently it's trash.
Rough.
I've watched one episode of Northern Lion playing it, but according to Jake, my old roommate, he's like, yeah, it's basically pay to win, and they start talking about that later in the 4 or 5 episodes he has out. Like, well, that's a bummer, because I was kind of interested in it. I've never played a MOBA.
I played 2, and I like MOBAs. I just wish the community wasn't always garbage in MOBA. Like, people think the Souls community is, like, garbage. At least it's mostly memeage. People are actually serious in League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I used to be a League of Legends player. I put, like, what would be considered an absurd amount to most people that are normal, but not to a pro League player. I put like 300 hours into League of Legends as a teenager, and I was all right. But I like the gameplay style. It's just not any other good. There was one that I really liked that was being developed by Epic, but of course Fortnite happened and killed everything that Epic was doing that was good.
Was it Heroes of the Storm?
No, that's Blizzard.
Right.
No, they did a game called Paragon.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Which came out kind of around the same time as that one that fucking Overwatch killed that was made by Gearbox. What is that called?
Battleborn?
Battleborn! It came out around the same time. Like Overwatch, Battleborn, and Paragon all kind of came out around the same time. But Paragon was a lot of fun because it was a deck builder. And a MOBA at the same time. The deck builder was like all your equipment and stuff. And it wasn't like drawing the cards. You had access to all the cards and they just cost points. But you actually built the deck, if that makes sense. So like there was a bunch of collectible cards that you could get that was your equipment to improve your character over the game. And you assembled the deck, and that was the deck you chose. But it's more like a hand than anything, because you're not drawing. You have access to all of them when the match starts. You just have to have the points to buy them. So it was cool. It was fun. It had an interesting strategy. I liked being in third person versus God's eye view. And there was a lot more free aim. So a lot more skill-based shooting when it came to your abilities. And they had some really rad people. There's apparently a version of it on Steam, but I don't think it's doing well. Fortnite also killed Unreal Tournament remake by Epic, which pissed me off because that was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, I remember playing Unreal Tournament when I went into the game design courses at IUPUI, because it was like an example.
Yeah, I mean, it is a classic arena shooter. It was like the classic arena shooter besides Quake 3. And yeah, they did a remake of it after Unreal Tournament 3 wasn't the most popular Unreal Tournament, but it was still pretty good. It was hella beautiful. Anyways, I think that pretty much answers everything.
Cool. I have a couple things. One, this just popped up on Facebook, and you won't care. But for anybody that watches wrestling, WWE introduced a new robot mascot on Raw yesterday. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And there's probably a reason I've stopped watching wrestling for a while. Anyway, came across a new roguelite, at least one that's being in development. Everybody knows that I like roguelites. This is a lo-fi horror roguelite, and it has a lot of Resident Evil vibes. It is called Draft of Darkness, and it has kind of a PS1 horror aesthetic, and it looks to be a deck builder, similar to like Slay the Spire and things like that. And I love Slay the Spire. Draft of Darkness promises a meta story progression, i.e. choices with consequences, which is kind of cool. The developer Crawley Games says, I'm planning on keeping the game in early access for 6 months to 1 year. Ultimately, it depends on the time the players will be satisfied with the game. The start of early access, part 1 of the story is available. According to our estimates, it's possible to reach the end of this part within 6 to 8 hours. Of course, there are secrets, achievements, and unlocks that you can pursue, which will add to hours of playtime. At launch, the game will feature 3 heroes, 4 companion archetypes, 135 cards, which is pretty sizable, 3 different themes of procedurally generated areas, 19 basic enemies, 9 bosses, 28 decision events, and 400, way less than that, 45 unique items. It's going to launch in 3 days on early access, and it's going to be $10 until the 6th of August. So if this comes out next Wednesday like it should, and you're interested, you'll have a couple days to snag that if you're interested. And I think I might, actually. $10 seems not that bad for this kind of game. I really like deck builders. I like Monster Train a lot. I like Slay the Spire. This kind of looks like a cross between Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon with this little GIF they have here. So I think I'm going to be I think I'm going to pick it up. Maybe actually stream for the first time in a while. Man, I really wish I had the energy to stream more. But also, well, this last one's a more serious topic, so let me go for the first one. I find this funny just because of the state of the current lineup. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series rumors to a late 2022 launch. We don't even have access to the 30 series right now, guys.
But think about this. If they release the 40 series, the scalpers will go for those.
They'll still keep going for the 30 series.
You're right. Scalpers are already scalping Steam Decks.
Please, I just want a graphics card. I want to upgrade my computer. Also, I read that apparently the next series of... Oh, crap. What's the other company? Radeon. The next series is like tripling the amount of cores that their 69 series had. 6900 XT. And apparently those actually weren't half bad. So I don't know. I've heard the newest series of Radeons were actually pretty decent for what you could get. Still not nearly as good as like the 30 series, but it's a decent alternative.
I've run Radeon before, and I just personally prefer NVIDIA.
Same. Although I really do like Radeon's processors. All right. And then this is a bit more of a serious topic. I don't know all of the details, so I don't want to get too deep into speculation, but there seems to be a lot of problems with Activision Blizzard going on right now. There are talks of employees planning a walkout at the time of recording tomorrow due to so this is a quote from the article. Activision Blizzard employees have announced plans to stage a walkout on July 28th to protest the company's response to a lawsuit alleging discrimination, sexual harassment, and, quote, frat boy culture at the company. So it says the call for a work stoppage comes from an open letter condemning company leadership and calling for compassion for victims, and it has now surpassed 3,000 signatures. So there seems to be a lot of problems going on in that sector of Activision, and I hope that everything goes smoothly and things improve. Yeah, I just started hearing about that. I saw people tweeting about it.
There was protests on Warcraft and everything.
Oh, yeah. There was like a virtual sit-in, which is cool, but also you're still giving them like money.
I mean,
because you're in the game.
That's fair to say, but it does still bring attention, which is more the important portion of this.
So if this particular issue does strike home with anybody, the best thing to do was just be to uninstall the games, stop sending them money. Unfortunately, stuff like this really doesn't, improve until the company starts facing financial struggles from it. So you hope that it doesn't have to resort to that for things to improve, but...
Which, I mean, I don't know how much they will because they own both Call of Duty and World at War.
Well, this is specifically Activision Blizzard, Warcraft. Apparently.
Yeah, and Activision Blizzard does Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Oh, I did.
As far as I understand it, because you get access to those through the Blizzard client, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha. I was unaware. I don't know much from Blizzard. So, all right, that's all I got. All righty, guys, let us go into the main event of our podcast. Oh,
the thing everyone comes here for.
Yeah, I have so much stuff to edit. Something I forgot to mention earlier, Andrew WK shared our last episode on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool of him. Don't know if he listened to it.
It would be interesting if he did.
We get an Instagram post like a couple of weeks later, like, who the fuck is this Mitch guy? And what the hell is his problem?
What are his credentials? He's not married to Kat Dennings. Yeah, he shared it on his story. And then all of a sudden, Andrew WK comes to my house and throws me a party because he feels I need to party more. I party with Andrew WK.
I party with Andrew WK.
Yeah, we agree. If Andrew WK, if you want to come onto the podcast as a guest, we'll have you.
Wow.
Are you telling me you would decline if he messaged us saying, "Hey, I want to be in the show"?
No, of course I wouldn't. I just not expecting that. You know what though? What Andrew WK should do is get in contact with Party Cannon, Bell Witch,
and Son,
and do the PAR tour of 2022.
Party of the Summer Tour 2022. Let's go. Andrew WK, Son, Bell Witch, and Party Cannon. We joke, but I'd go. Mitchell
we forgot Primitive Man.
Oh, Primitive Man. Right.
How could we forget Primitive Man?
Mitchell trolled me earlier this week, he sent a I didn't see that it was a video attached. He just sent me a message on Facebook that said, new Primitive Man sounds pretty dope. And I thought I had missed something. I was like, wait, you saw a new Primitive Man update and I didn't? Open up the message. It's a video of like a guy drilling the street. I'm like, you
outside
jerk.
Of our job. Yeah.
Like, you jerk. I got excited for a second.
To be fair, it did sound like something that Primitive Man would have had.
Probably. Once they... Don't start scratching the couch, cat. You have a whole scratching post out there. I will kill you. Don't rub up on me. I've already fed you. Anyway, Mitchell gave me a band out of Andorra. I don't know where that is.
It's a small principality between Spain and France. Yeah,
I forgot where it was, but I knew it was like a small principality in somewhere over there. They're a progressive / melodic death metal band by the name of Persefone. I knew of this band before because I believe Mitch has told me about them before, most likely. And
most likely.
I think he also has posted covers, or at least clips of covers, on his Instagram page.
There was a night that I was bored and I decided to do the Paul Masvidal intro to their song Living Waves. But I don't have a vocoder, so instead I just sang normally, and then I also did falsettos. And the falsetto one sounded okay until I got to the really high note and died.
I feel that high notes can be problemsome. That's not a word, I don't think. Difficult. There you go. He actually gave me 2 things to kind of listen to. The album Aathma. Sorry. He gave me the album Aathma and also the song In Lakek.
Sure.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me pronunciation.
I don't know I don't know how to pronounce that.
Pronunciation. Here we go. Pog. Listen. In Lakish.
Sure.
In Lakish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In Lakish. I've only listened to In Lakish twice, one of which being before we started listening today, because I kind of forgot.
To be fair, that one wasn't supposed to be a part of the review. It was more of a, hey, look, this is fun. You've listened to Ne Oblivious Scares, and might as well listen to this song with Tim Charles on it.
Right. That was the reason I listened to that.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a part of your review at all. You can review it, but it should be separate.
It's good. I liked it. Okay. Now, going into Aathma by Persefone, I'm conflicted about this record.
Okay.
There are things that I liked. There were some things I disliked, as any record will go, unless if it's absolutely perfect. There was something I wanted to say. Give me a second. My brain died. Actually, that is related. I'm going to give my review of how I've, interpolated and internalized and thought about this record in the last few weeks. But full disclosure, my brain's been a little weird these past few weeks. We actually had to push back recording because I just couldn't get into the right mindset to listen to this thing.
And then I couldn't get into the right mindset to record.
Yes, so I finally got, to it where I was able to listen to it. I think I've spun it 3 or 4 times now, but just keep in mind, my opinion of this might change in the future because I did like some things. Firstly, I don't really understand Paul Masvidal. The first few times first of all, when I first listened to the record, I didn't realize he was on the opening because I just didn't notice that, the singing here is vocoder. Once Living Waves hit, though, I was like, this must be the guy from Cynic. This sounds weird. I don't really know if I like it. No, I think it's fine. There's no real issues with it. I don't think it really makes me want to listen to Cynic all that much, though, but I'm sure that there's more to it than that, at least for their older music.
Are you sure about that? Do I need to get rid of the Cynic record that I was about to give you? Was a joke.
Aathma. I'm gonna mess it up this entire time. One complaint I have off the top is I didn't really get gripped by this album my first couple of listens. As usual, I did do my thing where I, heart the songs that I like as I go through. Didn't heart anything my first time through the record, mainly just because I was still kind of getting into the mood to listen to something like this. The second time, I really liked Stillness is Timeless, but I think it's one of those songs that also has moments where it goes into, just a bit more straightforward death metal. And that is kind of what I liked it when they kind of buckled down and like got a bit more brutal throughout the record. It's just kind of the stuff that I worked to, or I gravitated to. Now, unfortunately, that is not a major thing in the record. They do it very scarcely throughout the album. When it happens, I do like it a lot. And then through my last listen, I noticed that nothing really gripped me until No Faced Mindless. So like the first 15, 20 minutes of the record, I didn't feel much for. Cosmic Walkers, I was kind of meh about. Is Cosmic Walkers or is it Vacuum that has the constant piano? Actually, I could probably just pull it up. Hold on.
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest, I can't remember which one has. I know what song you're talking about. I just can't remember.
Yeah, it's Cosmic Walkers. I hate that song.
Aw.
I mean, not hate as in I think it's bad, but I feel like they really like their pianist. They really like piano. And after listening to this album a lot, I'm like, I don't want to hear piano anymore. I'm going to go listen to Bloodbath.
Sorry, Flesh God Apocalypse.
Like, it's not bad. Cosmic Walkers just got a little annoying because it had that constant piano run through most of the track, and it just didn't really do much for me. This album...
Mo's such a good keyboardist.
I'm not denying that. I think there are moments in this album where they really get lost in the whole atmospheric... pretty. The phrase that kept coming into my head is I think they get up their own butt a little bit with the grandiose atmospheric sections. And the thing is, your head might be in your own butt and you're like, it's nice and cavernous in here. It can be really pretty. But the problem with your head being up your own butt, as we know, the sun doesn't shine there. So it's really hard to get a judgment on the passing of time. So I think... that they kind of have issues where they stay in that mode for just really long swaths of time.
Maybe that's the point. That's the point.
It could be the point, but I didn't like it that much.
Well, you're dumb.
I'm not dumb. I don't think it's bad. It's not really my thing for a lot of it.
Return the slab.
Return the slab. 5.5.
Damn.
And this is going by, how, because my first few listens through this, I find myself just being a little bit bored through some of the sections. Not that stuff isn't pretty or like it's technically bad. These are very talented musicians. It's just something that isn't gripping me all that much. And if my basis for an album that I feel nothing towards one way or the other is a 5, I definitely liked it more than I disliked it. So that's why I'm like a 5.5, a 6 maybe on a good day. I still recommend it. If you do enjoy prog, especially like really spacey stuff or pretty sounding music, I think you'll get a kick out of this if that's the kind of music you're into. Like the Aathma part 1 through 4 is really nice. It's pretty. I just preferred the moments in the record where it kind of stripped back, got into a bit more of a heavy tone, which just doesn't happen all that often. And and like I said, that could have just been because of my mindset recently. I've been a little bit stressed out, and sometimes it's hard for me to like get into super spacey and, pretty sounding music sometimes. It's kind of similar to my thoughts of Ulcerate, where I didn't necessarily think Ulcerate was bad, but it definitely just wasn't for me. I liked this more than Ulcerate. That's why I'm giving it like a 5.5 or a 6. I'll probably say a 6. I definitely do recommend it if you're into this kind of thing. And I'm interested in looking at their other music. You said that their record, Spiritual Migration, is really weird.
It's really good. I was tied between Aathma and Spiritual Migration. It's less spacey, I guess. It's less pretty, at least.
Gotcha.
A little bit heavier. But it still will, as you put it, get up their butt. and they do still like to go on with things. That's kind of their thing.
A bit nicer in that record.
And then Shinken's also a really good record by them. But
I'm looking at their reviews. None of their albums are rated badly.
Yeah. I haven't listened to anything beyond Shinken.
Gotcha. Spiritual Migration is actually their highest rated one at a 99% with 5 reviews.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's pretty solid for a Metallum ranking. I'd be interested in listening to that. I might even listen to that on my own. So I don't want you leaving this review, Mitch, thinking that I like heavily disliked Aathma.
Oh, no, I know you didn't heavily disliked it, and you brought up very good points, and they were fair. Just like I don't get certain bands because of certain sounds or how they made me feel or something.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes. There's a huge difference.
Diabetes.
I pretty much did, but there's a huge difference between this doesn't sound good to me, but I understand they're good at what they're doing, and it is good. Such as Dying Fetus, for the most part, I do think are fantastic musicians. I do have some complaints. Mm-hmm. But in terms of their like actual prowess and everything, they're good at what they do.
Right.
Versus, again, some like Design the Skyline, where it's just hard garbage.
You know what's funny? Shortly after we posted the episode where we reacted to Design the Skyline, they took the music video down from YouTube. And I'm sure it. I'm sure it had nothing to do with us.
It had everything to do with us. I want that. I want to be the reason that fell finally.
I went to go show it to a friend, and I'm like, oh, it's not on the record label's music. It's not on their YouTube channel anymore. I had to find like a third-party upload. I was like, I just realized that the other day. I'm like, wait, did we kill it?
Yes, we did. You will let me have that.
Yeah,
we were the ones that decimated
that. You brought them back up. I didn't want to remember them. But yeah, so I may actually check out Spiritual Migration on my own.
I recommend it. You might like it.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of music recently that wasn't even related to the show. I mean, it is because I might give it to you at some point, because I realize I'm starting to like run out of things I can instantly think of, and I need to listen to more music. I don't want to go after a year. It's like, all right, I'm done. I don't have any more.
Right. Mitch just gives himself a record as well as you.
I just give you something random that pops up. Go to Metallum, like random band. It's like, all right, here we go. But yeah, so that was my thoughts on Aathma. I'd probably give it a 6. If you're into progressive / melodic death metal, even a little bit of techie, I guess that's involved in progressive. There's a lot of like arpeggios and, sweep picking and fantastic musicianship. It's just this record really didn't like hit me too hard. I am interested in listening to their other stuff. I guess they re-released their first record last year, The Truth Inside the Shades. So,
which I should listen to, but I haven't yet.
Yep, that's all I got on my end. Mitchell, what did you listen to?
Well, you decided to give me a man that I have listened to before, and actually, in some ways, no, actually, I take it back. I didn't get you into Debbie. You got yourself into Debbie thanks to Nail the Mix.
Mm-hmm.
But you gave me some Debbie Townsend. But you didn't give me any Debbie Townsend. You gave me old Debbie Townsend, also known as Strappy Young Lad. The record was Alien.
It was not Alien.
It wasn't?
No, it was City.
Right. I listened to City, not Alien.
I've never listened to Alien, so I can't have an opinion on Alien.
Wow, really? I thought you were going to give me Alien.
No, I gave you City because I really like the song Oh My God and Detox.
Oof. My dude. I listened to the wrong Debbie album.
Well, I do know a few songs off of this, so I don't know.
Wow.
Tell me about Alien.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can listen to City very quickly. It's only 39 minutes.
Talk about Alien.
I listened to that album like 4 or 5 times too.
The only songs I know are Skeesis, Shitstorm, and Love. I might know We Ride too, but I have not listened to all of Alien. So you're basically just going to be telling me about an album I haven't listened to. Make it count. It's like off of Zilthoid. Make it perfect.
I fucking hate my life. How is this like the one record you haven't listened to?
I've listened to their first record. I listened to all of City yesterday. I just haven't gotten to Alien yet.
Ah, fuck. Okay, well, I listened to the wrong record. I fucking suck at my job. I'm tired. I'm dying from a heart failure.
You can't use that as
complain
an
to plane. I can.
You can't use this.
I'm incompetent. I'm incompetent because not enough blood has flowed to my brain. Because heart.
I should have known because you sent me something yesterday. It's like, I could see Mike Patton singing Love. Something to, and I just thought, maybe he's listening to just Other Strapping Young Lad. And I was, I didn't think that, he's listening to the album that Love is on.
Oops. So, I made a fuck up, everybody. What a fucking surprise. That's my entire life. I listened to the wrong record, but the right band. So,
we have joked about this happening before.
It finally happened. It was bound to happen someday.
If you want, you can listen to City on your own time and just let us know on a future episode or something.
And I might do that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear that you're not against it.
Yeah, I'll probably, do my assignment at some point. I'm very well known for turning assignments in on time and not with that.
Yeah.
Not like a full year extension or anything like that. So I'll talk about City in a year. Anyways.
I'll give it to you again next year.
even fucking better. It's just like, well, you didn't listen to the right record, so my assignment for next episode is
City by Strapping Young Lad. I should have expected something when you said that thing about Mike Patton and Love yesterday, but whatever. What did you think about Alien by Strapping Young Lad?
I liked it. It's Devi. It's great. There's not much to complain about. It sounds a bit heavier than most Devin Townsend that I'm used to, which is saying a lot because Deconstruction is pretty fucking heavy, heavy Devi, if you will. I really, really freaking love the song Love.
Yeah,
the chorus in it,
classic.
The chorus in it is just fantastic. Shitstorm, I was not a fan of, actually. I get sick of speaking parts in songs. I don't mind it every now and again, but Devin seems to like to do it a lot. That's fine, but it feels like it detracts because it's not in a rhythm really per se. It's just him talking. And that's my main complaint about Shitstorm. He doesn't do it as much in the rest of the songs. I was telling Ethan at work, I was listening to Love, and it's I feel like the guitars are Faith No More-ish. And I could see, honestly, Mike Patton doing the song vocally. Maybe, not in the exact same style as Devin Townsend, but
I actually did look up to see if Townsend and Patton have ever worked together, and Devi was asked about it at a Q&A, and he said he doesn't think he ever will. He said that it's not necessarily about his talent or anything, and he even admits his reasoning is kind of weird or nonsensical. And he gave his reasoning, but he's when he met Patton for the first time when he was a lot younger, Patton kind of blew him off or something, or just thought he was he did hi man, I'm Devin, my name's Devin, and he's
yeah.
And he said that he understands that maybe he was having a bad day, but then in the same breath, Devin was also I try to be as friendly as possible all the time when I'm meeting fans, because you're not just a person. Once you get that big, you're like a beacon for people. So he just said that since he blew him off, he never really thought about working with him, which I think is kind of a bummer. I think they would be able to make some crazy stuff, but also apparently Patton and Townsend both are renowned for being very controlling in the studio.
I can believe that.
How they want their sound to be. So I feel like if they were both trying to make something, they would just kill each other.
Probably.
So
other than that, one thing that I've always kind of had a annoyance with Devin is he really likes to just carry the riff the entire song, and it's always a very simplistic riff, and it sounds good, but when the song is like 6 or 7 minutes and a good 4 minutes of it is that riff, so like example, the riff in Love where it's just like that's like the entire song.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And that's, he does that in a lot of his music. Even Devin Townsend Project and Devin Townsend, he'll do that. And it's fine, but it can make you feel like the song is just taking for freaking ever because there's no change whatsoever going on. I thought the album ended strong. I thought his performance was great. It was very heavy. I enjoyed the ride the entire time through it. I'd probably give it a 7.
Okay.
I would just like less talking and a little bit more variety if you're going to do a 13-minute song.
Are you referring to Info Dump?
No, Love is 13. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at timestamps like a fucking idiot. No, I didn't listen to Info Dump because it's a bonus instrumental.
Oh, gotcha. So Zen is the last song. Okay.
Zen is the last song. I was
aware of that.
Yeah, Love is not 13 minutes long. Love is only 5 minutes long. So, okay, they're not too bad, but it does feel like some of the stuff carries on way longer than it should with just how the riffage goes and everything. But overall, I would recommend it to people, especially if you like Devin Townsend. He's got a huge discography spanning so many different bands. Well, not bands, but projects, I guess would be a better way to call it.
He even worked with Steve Vai in the past, too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's worked with Steve Vai. He mixed Opeth's Still Life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was the productionist for Still Life by Opeth before Steven Wilson took over and did a couple of their records with them. And then Mikael Akerfeldt took
really
over.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure it was still. I know he did a record for them. Still Life. Oh, well, that's a type of painting.
I'm actually looking on Metallum, and it does not say that he's worked with Opeth.
I swear to God.
He's done it for Lamb of God.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it fucking is.
Yeah, he
God
produced
damn it. It was,
As the Palaces Burn.
This is Burn. So, which is funny because I was thinking old. I'm just thinking like, what is an old record? And Still Life and As the Palaces Burn are both old records by the said bands.
Oh, apparently he did mixing even early on in like Strapping Young Lad too.
I can believe
he's been doing mixing for a long time.
Oh, he's a very talented man. He's basically the same as like I would put. Oh God, I forgot his name all of a sudden. It's not Mikael Akerfeldt. It's
Mike Patton.
No, it's not. It's not Mike, but he did Edge of Sanity.
Oh, Dan Swano.
Dan Swano. He's kind of like Dan Swano in the fact that you just kind of see him peppered everywhere.
Yeah.
And being very talented. So yeah, lots of fuck ups by me today. I don't know how many of those Ethan will edit out. He might keep them all in because it's kind of funny that I messed up that bad.
All right. Well, yeah. So I mean, I give my thoughts on at least the songs I know from that record. I think my favorite out of those three, the Skeesis, Shitstorm, and Love. I really like Skeesis. I do think it is a little. I think it is a little long, but I really like the vocal performance for when it goes to the I'd like to take it easy. I'd like to think I try. I just find it like a really catchy vocal hook.
Right.
But also, like, it's just nuts hearing the mix. The mix is like a wall, and I really like some of the stuff. Even in Shitstorm, I think it's just... I see what you mean. about like the spoken words, but also like the everything is wrong and I don't want to fight because I don't know what's wrong or right, but I'll do anything to get some fucking sleep tonight. Just the weird screaming. I'm like, are you all right, Devi?
Yeah,
are you
right.
okay?
And I mean, that's the signature of his. He does that everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a strapping young lad thing. He does it in Devin Townsend Project and Devin Townsend and whatever other projects he has. All right. Well,
I do enjoy some strapping young lad, so I'm happy that you liked it at the very least.
And you should listen to it, and then you can give your opinion on the record.
Yeah, I could listen to Alien throughout the next cycle. So, but yeah, I mean that's I guess that's all we kind of have. I don't really have much to talk about like in life really, and we've been recording for a while. So.
Yeah. I mean, life's not that big of a deal. Same thing as always. I'm trying to get my life together. I have a friend that's being very helpful with that. Not Ethan.
He's befriended a coworker.
I have befriended a very bubbly coworker, and she is quite lovely as a human being and a great friend. And she's trying to make my life better by holding me accountable for things and pep talking me. Apparently, at one point, she wanted to be like a motivational speaker or something. So
I could believe that. She's also possibly going to be on the show at some point, maybe.
She's a published author.
Mm-hmm. And it's J.K. Rowling. Let's bring.
We're going to ask her a lot of questions about trans people.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions. No. Anyways, I'm not going to name drop her until we actually have her on the show, because why would we do that? I don't know if she wants to be mentioned. Other than that, medical bills. I got a very scary letter in the mail from the hospital that said, you have 7 to 10 business days to call us. Otherwise, we're billing you directly instead of your insurance. I was like, huh? Okay, all right, please, because the bill was for my one operation of $36,000, my one procedure, $36,000. American healthcare system, Beth healthcare system. Yeah, I don't know why I called it a surgery. It was investigative procedure. That they didn't open me up. They shoved catheters in my arms. There we go. And I like my job.
Cool.
Woo.
I just found a really weird title for a review on Metallum for Strapping Young Lad's first album, Heavy as a Really Heavy Thing. The title of the review is bad, but still pretty good. I like that album. Anyway, let's move on to what we're gonna give each other for the next episode.
Okay.
Mitchell, what do you got for me?
Well, I've been telling you about this record for way too long. Mm-hmm. You keep refusing to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that if you're going to shove some Devi down my throat, you're going to get some Devi. Okay. And you need to listen to Devin Townsend Project's Deconstruction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Starring a fuck ton of guests. So many guests. Name dropping some. Mikael Akerfeldt, Joe Duplantier, the guy from the Dillinger Escape Plan.
I have been listening to a lot of Dillinger Escape Plan.
You have been listening to a lot of Dillinger Escape Plan. I believe the current singer of Nightwish is on there. Mm-hmm. Floor Jansen, yeah, she's on there. There's the guy from November's Doom. He's on there. Frederick Thorndal is on there, I believe. Like, Debbie just was like, hey, I got a bunch of music friends. You're all on my record now. So go listen to it, Forehead. It's good.
I shall. I'll probably like it. So, cool. I actually do know one song.
You gotta listen to The Mighty Masturbator.
Uh-huh. I like how that's the only song with an explicit tag on it. I do know the song Planet of the Apes. And I've known about that one for a while, even before I got into Devin Townsend, because I was made aware of the lyric, "We all ripped off Meshuggah." And back when I was still getting into like the heavier stuff, I was like, that's interesting. I waited like 4 minutes for that one lyric. It's a good song though. I dig it quite a bit. So, okay. Cool.
Okay, so let me go through the guest list very quickly because it won't take me too long. Obviously, you got Devin Townsend, Ryan Van Poderion. He did drums. And then you got Dirk Verburen from Megadeth doing drums. You got Paul Kerr from November's Doom doing vocals on Praise the Lord. Mikael Akerfeldt of Opeth doing vocals on Stand. Eson from Emperor and his solo project Eson doing vocals on Ular.
Does Michael growl?
Yes. This was prior to him. This record came out like back in 2010. So he was still 2011. So he was still growling. You have Tommy Giles Roger from Between the Buried and Me doing Planet of the Apes. You got Joe Duplantier doing Sumeria. You also got Paul Masvidal doing Sumeria. Both of them did vocals. You got Greg Puciato from the Dillinger Escape Plan doing vocals on The Mighty Masturbator. Floor Jansen did some soprano vocals on Pandemic. I swear to God. Oh, there he is. There's Frederick Thorndal. You got Odirius Rungus from Guar doing vocals on Deconstruction.
Ew.
You got Frederick Thorndal doing a solo on Deconstruction. You got a guy named Florius Magnus Meyer from Morian, The Hungry Gods, Dark Fortress, and a bunch of other things doing undertones on Stand and The Mighty Masturbator. And you got the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra, which is the same orchestra that works with Septic Flesh.
Oh, nice.
So I think you're in for a treat.
Oh, yes. Right, Dillinger guy is in Mighty Masturbator. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we'll be talking about a lot of Devi in this period of our lives. All right, cool. Just wanted to check that. We're planning to do something cool for our 1 year anniversary. We'll talk about that once it gets a little bit closer. We do know that episode will go up on the 15th of September, hopefully. So,
we accounted for August this time.
Yes, we finally, I counted correctly. I'm going to listen to some Devi next week, and I'm going to listen to the correct album, hopefully. And Mitchell.
Yes.
I've been listening these past couple of weeks to a very strange band.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's called Primus, and we're going... No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
I assume you know of the band Mr. Bungle.
I do, because I called him Mr. Bungalow at one point.
You sure did. So I have been listening to a lot of Mr. Bungle recently. I've listened to their entire discography, at least that is available on Spotify. They have a lot of demos and stuff that were made before their first official full length. They're a very strange band. I completely underestimated how odd they were. And
would you say they are more odd than Desona was?
I did say they were more odd. And like Primus is kind of my baseline for like weird music. And this blew the crap out of Primus. I honestly, it feels a little weird that people compare Primus and Mr. Bungle all the time, to be honest. So I'm going to have a choice for you. I'm not giving you California because it's a lot more accessible. And why would I want you to do that?
Why would you want me to have something that I could actually listen to?
Because it has a lot of surf rock influence and doo-wop, and I think you're going to get more of a kick out of the weird stuff.
I do like surf rock and doo-wop, though.
Then check out, I'll send you one of the songs of the California. It's not the title track, the song Sweet Charity and Pink Cigarette are actually like beautiful tracks. Legitimately, like that album is a very pretty album. I'm not giving you a pretty album. I want you to choose between Mr. Bungle and Disco Volante. Disco Volante is basically a different genre with every song, sometimes multiple different genres in each song. And Mr. Bungle is the clown album.
God,
which would you be more interested in? Or would you like me to just do the... Actually, you know what? Hold on.
No, I want Disco Volante.
Okay.
I don't want the clown one.
The clown has a lot more It's a bit more accessible than Disco Volante.
I might as well go full force, shouldn't I?
All right, cool. It's not, and it's not like I can't give you the Clown album later.
I mean, it'd be real cool if you didn't. Unless I really like Mr. Bungle, which will be interesting.
Here's the thing, though. If you don't like Disco Volante, you'll probably like the other ones more.
Possibly.
They're one of those bands that literally everything sounds completely different. Like, not even if I showed you a song from their first record, their second record, and their third record, and I guess their fourth record, which is the remake of their Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny, which is their thrash album, you didn't know it was Mr. Bungle already, you wouldn't be able to guess.
Nice.
Like, you wouldn't. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go full tilt, we'll go full tilt. Disco
go full
Volante.
tilt. Let's go Tilted Towers, guys. We're landing in Tilted Towers. Poggers, everyone.
Pog. Yeah, this album's very, very strange. There are moments in it that I'm like, that's actually really, really cool. It's mainly just kind of brain melty in a really cool way. So
I don't like my brains, so maybe they're better melted.
All right. Yeah, Disco Volante. I really enjoyed my time with it. This is definitely more of a discussion piece, I think. But I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely very odd. But yeah. So, Disco Volante, Mr. Bungle, Deconstruction, Devin, Townsend project. We have... that's actually kind of 2 odd albums for next week.
Yeah, that kind of works really freaking well.
It's really odd. So, all right. I've also
maybe a review of City. Maybe
a review of City. You might need it to have like some cleansing between listens.
Listen, I picked Disco Volante and then accidentally listened to the Clown album.
You'll know if you start listening to the Clown album. You'll know.
Great.
I've been listening to that one. Like, I've only spun through Disco Volante twice. I have been listening to a lot of Mr. Bungle, but I think it's just because Disco Volante is very, very jarring.
Gotcha.
So I think you'll definitely find it interesting. We're going to go through a couple of weird records next episode. And I don't have anything off the top of my head that I'm going to be sharing at the end of the episode. So, hey,
That's
future
fine.
me, can you go ahead and drop down a thing?
Today's outro will be Fermi's Paradox by Indiana prog rock / metalcore band Phantom Conscience Syndrome.
Cool.
It's not that hard forehead.
Yeah, I know. I need to start pimping the show.
I'm telling future you, it's not that hard.
Fair enough.
Just drop it down. Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Distorted Entertainment Podcast. You can find us on Facebook.com/distentpod. That's DISTENTPOD. Replace the / with an @ on Twitter, and you can find us there as well. Remember to like.
Do you actually
subscribe.
actively do that Twitter?
I post things on there on occasion. I've used it a few times. I think my last tweet was, "What's the point of making music if you're never going to surpass the Kirby soundtrack?" And
that's fair.
Yes. So I occasionally have stupid jokes on there if you're interested. Remember to rate us if you listen to us on a place where you can rate us. It helps us a lot. Share it with your friends as well, if possible. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Ethan Carpenter. I am joined by Mitchell Wade.
Everyone have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Pog.